Hey everyone, it's Dan here at Evolving SEO, and I'm really excited for today's episode for two reasons. One, we have lighting. So I hope this is a good thing that you can see me better. If I see views start to go down, I'll shut the lights off and we'll do it in the dark again. And also, I apologize about the hat today, but if any of you have been in New England in the wintertime as it gets colder, you know that you need to do things to try to stay warm. So the second reason I'm excited is because a really good friend of mine just replied to me on Twitter. I asked if anybody had any questions, and an old friend of mine, Alex, we used to perform in a band together. He asked a couple questions, and yeah, I'm totally happy to answer those for you. So let's get right into it, into the first bright episode of NoBoard SEO. NoBoard SEO. So he wanted to know, I'm trying to get better at talking too. I don't mean to laugh at myself. I can actually see myself in the iPhone as I record. So if I do a movement that looks funny, I tend to laugh at myself. And it throws me off. So Alex's two questions were, one, how do you determine the best day of the week or time of day to post new blog posts? Number two, how do you target a specific day of the week? Like if you're trying to get more traffic on a Saturday, how do you target Saturdays and get your audience onto your website? So yeah, I'm totally happy to answer those for you, and I hope this is beneficial for you. The first one, really this comes down to testing and measuring. So in terms of measuring the best days and times, we're trying to get all this data into analytics, right? The first thing you should do is make a list of all of the places that you push your content to when you hit publish on your blog, right? I mean, when you hit publish on your blog, it's not like people instantly see the content. It's got to go to an RSS reader or an email list or Twitter or Facebook or Google Plus or any of these places where you share the content when you hit publish. Make that list, make it as complete as possible. Then what you should do is start by maybe creating a bucket of an advanced segment in analytics, a bucket where you're tracking the traffic only from those sources that you know when you hit publish, you're pushing that stuff out to. So you've got your advanced segment to look at only that traffic. Then, view reports hourly. So I don't know if a lot of people know that you can now view your hourly traffic data in analytics. So view that. When you hit publish, make a new annotation on the hour that you've hit publish on that piece of content. In the note, put the name of the post that you just hit publish on. Then, over time, when you go back to look at your analytics data, you're going to activate that segment and you're going to click, you're going to see your annotations, right? And you should be able to see little spikes of traffic that hopefully correlate with those annotations for when you're publishing your content. Also, in terms of testing and experimenting, you can post a piece of content a couple times. There's no harm in that. And it might help speed up the testing process. So that's your data in analytics. You can pull extra data in there with campaign tracking. You can put campaign tracking on your RSS or your different sources, your different links that you're putting out to Facebook or Twitter. You can track click-through rate with like Bitly, with like MailChimp, email programs like MailChimp. So what I recommend is not only trying to get that traffic data in analytics, but trying to get some additional testing data through these other sources as well. So then over time you're going to have this data collected, and then you want to look at it, analyze it, try to determine if you can see any patterns to the best day or time of day. Now, to answer the second question, how do you target a particular day of the week? Like if you're trying to get traffic on a Saturday or a Sunday, what are some things that you can do to target those days? So the first thing that I would do is try to determine where your audience is most likely to be already on those days of the week. Are they more likely to be checking their email on RSS, on Facebook? Are they going to be doing something on their mobile phones, like out on the weekend, that sort of thing? You can determine this, again, with a little bit of testing. So you might spend like a good solid month or 6 weeks publishing content on that day of the week, trying to collect some data to see where the traffic is most coming from. Check the traffic that's already in your analytics to see, segment your traffic, do an advanced segment for Facebook, for Twitter only, for YouTube only, for RSS only, for all these sources, and try to determine where has your traffic historically already come from on those days of the week. So that's step number one. Number two really is, save yourself some time. Find somebody in your industry that might already have the answer to that question. Somebody that has more followers than you, somebody that is getting more traffic to their blog already. Ask them. Ask them where they post their content on that particular day of the week, and maybe they can save you some time and help answer that. And I think I had one more thing I was going to add to that. What was it? Oh boy, I even reshot this whole segment to try to remember what that last thing I was going to add to it, and I can't think of it right now. So we're going to end it there. Alex, thanks again for asking your questions, and I'll see you guys next week for another edition of NoBoard SEO. Adios.